guest is breastfeeding her child who's 5 years old. Come on out, Naomi. Is your son in kindergarten?
He's going into kindergarten in the fall.
So is he in preschool? Is he in school with other children?
Yes.
So what happens when he's at school? Because does it matter all the hours at school? Or?
Oh, no. Once they get to this age when they're still breastfeeding, they don't even think about it when they're like at school or whatever. You know, it's just like when he comes home from school, they say, I want to nurse. And so we like take a break and we nurse on the couch together. And
what about in public? And do you feel different because it's rare and your friends and other people aren't doing that at that age?
You know, I do still nurse him in public. I don't do it probably as much, and he doesn't even ask as much as now that he's older, but we'll nurse like in a movie theater or like maybe at a park if he had a boo-boo and wants to like sit on a park bench and nurse for a minute.
And do you think it's interesting that at 5, arguably a child will remember back to breastfeeding? So you have a boy who, when he's an adult, is going to remember being on your breast, you know, because like my daughter will never remember it. So what do you think about that part?
I love it. I think it's such a nurturing, loving thing that we do together. I think it's a really wonderful experience that he's had and that I've had together. And I'm happy that we've had that experience. My 7-year-old, actually, I nursed him until he was almost 3. He also remembers nursing. He talks about it and says that he...
What does your husband think about it?
Oh, he's super supportive. He's really happy. He's all into attachment parenting.
So this is called attachment parenting, and it's about having your baby, never letting your baby cry, having your baby in bed with you. Are you full Monty on attachment parenting?
Yeah, it's a huge commitment, and not everyone can make it, you know. But
are you criticized for this? Do people comment, or what goes on about it?
Yeah, and I'd say that I got a lot more comments because I don't nurse as much in public now, so people don't necessarily like randomly come up to me. But when he was still a little bit younger, people would be like, well, you know that now that he's over a year old, he doesn't need breast milk, he needs cow's milk. And I'm like, well, yeah, if he was a baby cow, sure.
It's a bit, okay. So, you know, he goes to the cookie jar, picks out a cookie, and then he just, you know, dips it on his mom's boob.